Hi guys, happy Friday. It's Mitch and welcome to WHYsoQUEERIOUS. This week, I just wanted to talk about a topic that relates really personally to my life. So I have mentioned that cancer has been a big part of my life experience. I've had a lot of people come into my life that have had cancer. I've had a lot of great and not so great things happen because of cancer in my life. And I personally have never had cancer, but I've had a lot of people close to me be affected by it. I want to talk about my best friend, Alex. Alex and I had met at a camp. It was called Camp Jornada, and it was run through Hope Kids. Very near and dear to my heart. Wonderful, wonderful group camp experience, everything like that. And that camp was set up for cancer kids or siblings of cancer patients. We were young when we met. We went to camp for 3 years. The first year that I met, we instantly clicked. We hit it off and it was amazing. I was at the camp because my brother obviously had cancer, and he was at the camp because he had brain cancer. Had it for most of his life. He was doing rather well, and it was just something that he kind of lived with. But you could never really tell. Me and Alex hit it off really quick. We were in the same cabin. We shared a bunk bed. He really just welcomed me into his life as a friend, and in turn I did the same. We just had really good times and really stuck together and just became really good friends. The third year that we went to camp, we were like, wouldn't it be so cool to go back and be camp counselors when we were of age? And I think it was 17. And he was like, yeah. So we made a promise to each other to go back to camp when we were of age and be counselors together. After that year, that camp stopped running. It hasn't been in operation since. Very sad. A long-term goal of mine for sure to get it back up and running because it's an amazing thing. But we hung out outside of Camp 2, even in the years that it was running. But after it ran, we kept hanging out, and then it kind of grew to be more and more time between hangouts just because we kept getting busy as you get older, obviously. But we still were great friends, and I knew that about Alex. And he never really had any big rough spots. There were a few times when he was in the hospital just because being watched over if he had gotten a little sick or high temperature or things like that. But really his cancer was under control. And things were fine. Things seemed very fine. My junior year of high school when I was 17, I just remember one night I'd woken up from a nap, I went upstairs, and my mom was like, hey, let's order pizza. And I was like, sure, I'll even go drive and get it. So my mom was gonna go call to get the pizza, and she looked at her phone, and she got really quiet. My mom got a text message or a call from Alex's dad, and it said that Alex had passed away. And it was, I didn't really take it at first. I didn't really accept it at first. It didn't really quite hit me. I went down in my room. I just sat down there and I thought about what I had heard, and I just really wasn't, I don't think I was ready to admit that. And so we still got pizza. I went and got it, but while I was on my way to go get the pizza, I was in the car driving, and I was just kind of hit me because I was alone, and I was thinking, and I just didn't know how to feel because it was so sudden. I thought I didn't even know anything was wrong, and he never showed any signs of anything like that, and it was just really quick, and I don't even know what I was feeling. I think it was just shock. So after that night, it wasn't long until I think it was maybe the next weekend that I went to the services for him, and it had been a while since I saw his family. And I just remember seeing the pictures and just breaking down. It was just a lot to take in at one time, and I was going through the pictures with my mom, and I just couldn't stop crying. He was 17, and he was taken so soon. It's hard to talk about it just because it's not a sad story, I promise. Anybody who is taken out of your life that soon or that early, unexpectedly, it's just a lot. It's a lot to think about and process every time you think about and process it. And I've grieved, I've thought about it, and I've moved on, but it's a good story, I promise you. When I saw Alex's dad, I gave him a huge hug, and I just cried even more. Because his dad is basically family to me, and the services were beautiful, and everything like that, and it was just a really touching moment. I'm really remembering the open mic that they had at the end of the services. They just welcomed anybody to come up and talk about what their experiences or memories were of Alex, anything that they wanted to say. I had pulled myself together somehow enough to go up in front of these people and talk about the thing that I learned about Alex. Alex was sick, and he never showed it. He never showed any sort of fear or sadness or he was always happy. He was always carrying this huge smile, and his laugh, which was ridiculous. It was just infectious, and he did more in 17 years than I could ever say that I've done. And it taught me something. Like, I realized just then that, like, while I was talking, he lived every day as if he wasn't going to wake up tomorrow. And he never let his cancer hold him back. I don't even think he thought about it. It was something that I really admired about Alex and didn't even realize that he taught me, but being his friend taught me that life is so precious and that you can never waste a single day. Live every moment and be in the moment. Enjoy your life and live it to the fullest, because you never know how much time you have. And Alex passing away was really sad, and it was really shocking. But it opened my eyes to this amazing life lesson, and it made me realize that I have to share Alex's story in any way that I can. Thank you guys for listening to this story. It really means a lot to me. Yesterday was the 4-year anniversary of his death. I am so grateful to have been Alex Crowley's friend, and every promise that I've made to him, I will start up Camp Granada. I will become a camp counselor again, and I will do the things that I've said, because he changed my life. He is part of the reason why I am the person I am today, and I am so grateful for him. And I miss you, Alex. I told you it was a happy ending. You never know how much time you have on this planet, so just have a blast, enjoy your life, and never let anything hold you back. Not one thing. I want you guys to take that lesson with you too. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed Alex's story and you would like to hear more stories from me in the future, press the like button down below. If you have life lessons that you've learned, comment them down below. I would love to hear those from you guys. And also, please do not forget to subscribe to Why So Queerious if you want to see my beautiful, 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 beautiful face every Friday. All right? I love you guys so much, and I will see you next Friday. Bye.